Welcome to this beginner-friendly JavaScript course where I'll take you from the basics to writing actual code. By the end of this series, you'll be comfortable working with JavaScript and building dynamic web applications. So, what exactly is JavaScript? Simply put, JavaScript is a programming language that makes web pages interactive. While HTML structures a web page and CSS styles it, JavaScript brings it to life by adding dynamic elements. For instance, this could include buttons changing color when clicked, search bars suggesting results as you type, or smooth animations and pop-ups. Now, JavaScript started as a language for web browsers, but today it is used everywhere, from web and mobile applications to game development and even artificial intelligence. Before diving into JavaScript, you should have a basic understanding of HTML and CSS. You don't need to be a pro, but knowing how to structure a web page and apply styles will be very helpful. JavaScript runs in two main environments: the browser, that is the client side, and the server side. The client side, or the browser-based JS, runs inside browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, etc. It is used for animations, pop-ups, form validations, and much more, as we shall see in later lessons. For the server side, Node.js is used, and it runs on the servers, or rather the backend. It is used for handling databases, APIs, or the application programming interfaces, and the data processing. In this course, we will focus on the client-side JavaScript, but once you are comfortable, you can explore Node.js for backend development. Before we start coding, let us set up our environment. You will need three things: a code editor. In this case, I'll be using Visual Studio Code, a modern browser like Chrome or Firefox. For this series, I'll be using Chrome, and then a console or terminal. You don't have to worry about that, as it comes already pre-installed with your operating system. To download the VS Code, head over to your browser and search for Visual Studio Code. Click on Download. Make a selection based on your operating system. Click on Download. Save. Once you are done downloading, follow the installation prompts. In my case, I have the VS Code installed in my machine, so I'll skip that step. Once you're done installing, search for it in the applications, click to open, and then let us create our first JavaScript file. Click on the new file. I'll call it script.js. JS is the extension we use for JavaScript files. Now you can write your JavaScript code. Of course, we'll be doing this in our later lessons. Let us write our first JavaScript code on the browser. So back in the browser, open the console by holding down the Control Shift and then clicking on C. Alternatively, you can right-click on the web page and click on Inspect. There we have the console. Now let us write our first JavaScript code. I'll say console.log, then what we want to log, so hello world. Click on enter. Boom, you have written your first JavaScript code. And now let us write an actual JavaScript code in a HTML file. Back to our VS Code, create a new file and call it index.html. Enter. Let me get rid of this script file. We don't need it at this stage. So generate the boiler code, and then in the body, let's say Introduction to JavaScript. To include JavaScript in our HTML file, we just need to use the script tag And now we can write our JavaScript. Just say rat hello world, and then as you can see we have it here. You can click OK. I'll put them side by side so that we can see what we are doing. You can change this to something like JavaScript. Refresh. You've written your first interactive JavaScript program. That is it for the introduction, my friend. In the next lesson, we will dive into JavaScript variables, data types, and operators. So, if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out.